Hi everybody, welcome to the Makeup Chair. So today we're doing a look inspired by Victoria Beckham. So we're going to start off with the eye. So you can apply whatever type of primer that you want to, that's fine. And I'm just going to be taking a very kind of light colour. This is an Artdeco colour, this is the 211. So we're going to be taking that and we're going to be taking it onto just a basic shadow brush, just like this. And we're going to push that all over, right into the corner. And then we're going to slowly bring it up to the brow bone. We're going to highlight just underneath the brows using any type of like very light colour like this, maybe like a white. This is kind of a vanilla colour. And this is 554, and this is another Art Deco colour. And change brushes. You don't have to change brushes, this is just what I'm going to be doing. But I'm using a flat highlighter brush, which looks like this. I'm just going to put that right under there. So you want to take a medium kind of brown, like a darkish brown, and this is 16 by Art Deco again. That's what it looks like. So any kind of colour that you guys have available. Like I don't like using, you know, telling people, oh, I'm using this, but just this colour would be grand. So you can put that across the lid. Try and keep it to the outer edge of the eye instead of going all the way in. So you want to kind of place it right here because that's where most of the pigment's going to be, and then just bring it across. And then try not to go too much into the inner corner of the eye. Unless you have like, you know, far apart eyes or something like that. Now we're going to take a little bit of a dark colour, and this is the 524, which I actually use on my brows as well. 524 by Art Deco. And take a tiny bit, just the tiniest amount on the tip of your brush. And you're going to raise your eyebrows and then just place it in the crease in the outer edge of the eye. So just pat it in. Like that. Then you're going to take a fluffy brush. So any type of fluffy brush that you have, anything that kind of has a little bit of give to it. I think everybody should have some kind of fluffy brush. So if you are looking to buy a brush, and you can buy any type of basic brushes, but I would definitely try and buy a fluffy one. And then that's just going to make it really easy to create kind of this smoky look. So you just want to blend it into the crease, which is, you know, right here. Some people don't have a crease, but you're going to blend it into the crease. Now we're going to move on to doing the underneath part of the eye, and what I'm using is this Art Deco 12. This is the waterproof liner, and it is in brown. Now when you're trying to find a brown liner like this, you want to make sure that it's close to almost being like a very dark chocolate brown, like you know dark chocolate. It's not quite black, but it's very dark, because if you're using something that's kind of a lightish brown, then it's not going to go very well in the eyes. And if it's a reddish brown, definitely stay away from it. I don't even know why they make them, but I have seen reddish brown pencils and they don't suit anybody. So this is just, if you can see, it is a pretty dark brown. And what we're going to do is we're just going to line underneath, sticking quite close to the waterline, which is in there, so at the lash line, and you're just going to line right the way across. But you're just going to keep this little gap free. And then you can go ahead, you can do the waterline as well, which is just placing it in there and kind of running it along. Like you can pull it down, but that's going to kind of promote sagging of that whole area. So if you just place it in there, you're going to get on the waterline. Now I don't want too much on the waterline. Then what you're going to do is, it'll be better if this is a little bit sharper as well. But because, and especially that it has to be soft, because it's just going to damage your eyes if it's not soft. But you're going to bring this line and extend it, and this is going to be kind of our guideline for when we go and do this part. So you're just going to extend it upwards. Now you want to try and make sure that you do these lines upwards, because if you do them out this way or you do them cross, it kind of just gives an odd shape to the eye. So just have it like going, not straight like that, but like slightly angled the way that your actually eye is. So then you can take whatever kind of liquid liner that you like to use. What I actually use is something that I picked up in Pennies. This is the gel liner. and it's very, very silky. You can see that inside. It's very, very silky, kind of smooth looking. And what you're going to do is you're going to dip a brush into it. I have this very tiny liner brush. But basically what you can do is you can get a very, very short lip liner brush, and it's basically the same shape, so you can use that. So I'm just going to dip it in a little bit. Just a tiny little bit onto there. And then I usually use my wrist. And just do a few practice strokes just to kind of make sure that the brush is evenly coated. Because if you go straight from doing on your eye, your hand's not used to it, so just a little bit there, and that way you have a little bit extra on your hand as well that you can pick up if you don't have enough, because a lot of the time when we put liner onto our eye, it can soak into how much makeup that we actually have on there. So if you have a lot of eyeshadow on there, the liner can soak in and it can be a lot harder to spread. So that way we're just going to make sure that we have enough on our wrist that we can just pick up if we need to. So I have my little brush now. And we're going to start just very short strokes. Start in the inner part of the eye. And you can work out. Keep quite close to the lash line for this as well. And we're just going to go in the inner corner. Now make sure your pinky is kind of resting on your cheek. So once we've finished lining the actual eyelid, we can go on and we can do over that brown that we did in the first place. So just flicking out that line and joining it up with the upper and lower part. So after I've done that, I've just added some false eyelashes, and now I'm taking a black mascara and I'm just going to gel my real lashes with fake ones. Move on to the rest of the face. So on the lips, I have taken a bubblegum pink kind of lip gloss, and this is actually tastes like bubblegum. I don't actually know where I got it though, that's the only thing. I've already applied my foundation, and I have also applied a tinted anti-blemish moisturizer, which I will be talking about probably in another video, and it's Grace Your Face is what it's called, and it works really, really well. So now we're going to move on to the cheeks, and she's known for those absolutely gorgeous bone structured cheekbones. So we're going to take this brush, and it's a kind of a trick that I do when I want to really do kind of bone structured or really structured cheeks. And I take this kind of brush, and you see how it has this kind of, it protects it. That's basically what it's for protecting it. But it means that you can use it so it's like really pinpointed, or it's slightly pinpointed, or it's really fluffy and kind of movable. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it to just about there, and we're going to dip it into kind of a highlighter, so like this kind of color or this one here. And we are going to smile, and we're going to do right under here, going downwards like that. We're going to open up, and we're just going to blend it. And that's just a little trick that I've been using recently. I love this brush. I think you can buy this in Pennies or Dunn's. I think it was Dunn stores. It's it's quite cheap. Now we're going to move on, and we're going to use a peach and a pink. So we're going to use this color here first, which is the pink, or the peach, and then use a little bit of pink. So I'll just take a little bit. So shorten the brush, not totally, but shorten it to about there. Dip it in those two colors, so you get kind of a peachy pink. And then you're just gonna, and you're keeping it back here, then you're just gonna brush it along here, just before your apple. That's what you do, just before your apple, which is this whole area here, so just stop there. You're gonna open it up, and you are gonna blend it. Put the brush a little bit, like that. Dip it into the contouring color. You want to use a matte bronzer for this, not a shimmering bronzer. And you're just gonna kind of look downwards and kind of suck in your cheeks a little bit, like that. And kind of get in to the hollow. And then you can open it up again and blend. This is just a way of kind of cheating and kind of getting those kind of high cheekbones. So yeah, that is the whole look, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or anything, you can let me know. I'm Sineadycady, and thanks for watching.